Hi everyone, and welcome to Divine Resolution Tarot. My name is Chanel and I'm your reader every time you visit this channel. This reading is intended for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. If you're watching for Capricorn, you will want to reverse the roles because this will feel like I'm speaking to you about your Capricorn. I also posted a schedule in the community section so that you have an idea of when readings are coming out for the rest of the week. My apologies, but I've been feeling a tad under the weather. So the schedule is up, you'll be able to see it, and then the no contact readings will start being released on the 5th. If you have not already subscribed and that's something you're interested in, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you can be notified about all of the readings that will be coming out this month. All right, Capricorn. So I pulled your cards, and this is such a twin flame energy. I think it was last month as well, or the month before that. It felt like it was a real big twin flame dynamic. I'm pretty sure I did title that video something twin flame, karmic partner or something. So if you need that, just look for it. You have a playlist of your own. This month, though, you've got an Empress in the reverse and you have a Queen of Cups in the reverse. You have 3 of Cups reversed. You have King of Swords. So there's still the energy of having to decide who your match is for the month. I feel like things moved very quickly and very slowly at the same time in regards to this connection. So with these two energies, it feels like to me that as soon as something ended, you started something new, or you started something new before you had completely healed from a previous ending. Now, the difficulty here is because whatever this was started so quickly, it burned out very fast too. I feel like that was with a divine feminine energy. Karmic partner seems to be kind of running the show this month with the Queen of Cups in the reverse, but you very well may be cutting that person out of your life because it seems like there is one person that you are more interested in than the other. I feel like for the time being, though, you're ignoring both people this month. So kind of an interesting message. Now, Knight of Swords reversed is going to be what has your focus for the month. So this is some anger. I don't know what you're angry about. As I'm looking at your person's energy, it looks like this person may have decided to do something else with someone else. So that could have you feeling upset. And that would be the divine feminine. And it does not matter if you're male or female because energy is fluid. There's an energy here of the person you're interested in not being able to move past whatever this was, whatever happened up here that started very quickly and ended very quickly. It's almost as though they're viewing you, Capricorn, as somebody who doesn't want to stay in one place or somebody who is not faithful. I think, though, what it is that because of this karmic energy that's coming through here, still kind of holding on or still making things difficult within your connection, that's what's playing a huge role. Like you had to close out this cycle with whoever this Queen of Cups in the reverse is. And so you came off as a Knight of Wands in the reverse, somebody who was hot and cold or didn't know what they wanted. And I feel like for your divine partner, that became a bit much for them. It does look like they're no longer allowing how they feel about you to dictate the actions that they're taking. The person you're interested in this month is probably kind of silent because it's almost like they've deemed this connection as something that is holding them back, right? And that often is the case with twin dynamics where one feels the other is holding them back because they need to release a karmic, right? So I don't know, it kind of sucks, but it looks like one twin is releasing another. And it does seem like that will be the catalyst for you, Capricorn, this month to decide if this karmic partner is someone that you want to hold on to. Now, I am seeing an energy of some jealousy coming from you as well if your person is deciding to do something different. With the Knight of Swords energy in the reverse, you don't feel like you have all of the information this month. You also, with your Oracle card, are not trusting your intuition about the connection with your divine counterpart. You may be trying to figure out how you can get this person back into your life, because even though this is some kind of harsh energy coming through here where somebody doesn't really want to put in the work or they're not being emotionally available, all of these cards are still talking about somebody waiting for the right time, okay? So I feel like this is not a forever thing. This seems like an energy that this person is putting off because they're frustrated. But I do think that they would still be willing to work with you if you wanted that to happen. And I'll tell you why in a minute. So Knight of Swords in the reverse, you might be watching this person. I feel like there's things you want to say this month, but you're kind of having a difficulty saying them. The bottom of your Oracle deck was Discovery. And this card actually talks about somebody feeling like they lost the love of their life and then realizing that that person was not able to accept love and that they were just a lesson to prepare them for the real big love, right? So it kind of seems like with this growth card underneath that what you've been holding on to, right, you're starting to see that it was just there to help you grow, but it may not have been your forever situation. Now, Three of Cups came out in the reverse for your thoughts and feelings. So I think that you feel as though the person you're truly interested in does not want to reconcile with you at this time. There's also an energy of feeling a lot of disappointment. Could be if you are seeing this person do something else or you feel like they're not replying back to you. If you have tried to reach out, I don't personally see it. I feel like for a while, one of you may have been blocked. So I don't feel like there's a whole lot of communication happening here. For some of you, Capricorn, you're getting into a space where it's like, you know what, love doesn't work. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm just going to be friends with everybody and have sex with people and just let them know I'm not open to anything but a physical relationship, right? Deep down, though, your hopes and fears spot actually has an Ace of Pentacles in it. So quite a few things, right? You want something stable. You want something real. And I feel like you really would like it with this person. But at the same time, I think you really fear that it will go back to the same kind of energy that you've experienced in your past relationship. So it seems as though everything that you do, this is kind of what you're navigating by is like, you want commitment, you want something that you can build and grow. And then as soon as it looks like that's going to happen for you, you very easily put up your walls and feel like you need to leave, right? And that really does have to do with that Fool in the reverse energy because you have not healed from the last person that you dated. Now, Six of Wands coming through for the action that you would really like to take this month. So because we have this Knight of Wands energy in the reverse, I feel like that's how you think this person views you that you're interested in. And it's an energy of you wanting to show them a different side of yourself, wanting to kind of get back up there and be like, you know what? I'm great. I'm awesome. I can be the things that you want me to be. This is something that I want to work towards, right? It's literally like night and day from perhaps what has been shown to this person over here when you were still on the fence about this versus being all in, right? I feel like you would like to come back and have this person receive you with a warm welcome. But I feel like you also are afraid of what would happen if they wanted you back, and you're afraid of what would happen if they didn't, right? So a little bit difficult energy. But what I can tell you about that is that if you went with your first mind and you trusted your instincts, because you actually have a card that's saying that you're not looking at the signs and you're not trusting your feelings, right? It's almost the energy of like you were divinely brought to this person over here. But for whatever reason, I think you thought that this Queen of Cups in the reverse was your person, right? And so it's like the universe had a plan, right? But it wasn't in alignment with the way you planned things. So for you, it's like, this can't possibly be, even though everything in your life is guiding you back to this person, right? So what I was going to say is that the Wheel of Fortune is actually what would come of you coming back and trying to like find harmony with this person, or do the things that perhaps in the past you were not willing to do because you didn't know where you stood, or you felt concerned about where that would go, right? That would actually completely change the dynamic of this relationship. So it looks like it really is kind of up to you, because this person, I wouldn't say they're waiting around for you, but I also feel like they're very open to whatever comes next. Like if you wanted to talk to them, I feel like this is somebody who would really hear what you said, weigh it out, think about what they've seen in the past, what you're showing them now. Maybe be like, hey, okay, let's see where this can go, but let's move slower than we did last time, right? Now, King of Swords in the reverse for something you may not know. So I'm actually going to clarify that. But I think Capricorn, just off of seeing that card with no other cards, something you may not know is that love is not the kind of thing that's always going to be rational. And I feel like for you, you're very practical, you're very analytical. And so if something doesn't make sense, it just can't possibly be a match or a fit, right? This is not the time to live inside of your mind, because that's only going to trigger you to think about all of the what ifs and all of the reasons why this can't work, right? Now is the time to kind of silence your thoughts and really go within and start trusting yourself. How do you feel? What do you want? How do you feel when you're with this Queen of Cups in the reverse? You know, this person who maybe at one time really validated you, but also is very in need of validation, very codependent, right? How do you feel when you're with this Empress energy who will walk away, right? I don't think that being in your head is very good for you at this time, because look, Two of Cups, right? So your head may be telling you one thing, but something you don't know is that that's not exactly accurate, right? It's time to look within, because I think intuitively you know who you love or where you want to be. And with this Two of Cups coming out with this King of Swords, it's like, even if you have already come to the realization, you're not allowing yourself to be like, okay, this is it, right? It's always kind of that underlying feeling of like, well, what if, or I miss this person. But it's almost like you're keeping it from yourself in addition to keeping it from this person, and probably this Queen of Cups over here too, right? You're kind of keeping everything in this month. Now, what will help is Six of Cups. So that's kind of part of the discovery card and growth, because we have these children who are really good together, right? There's a lot of fond memories probably with whoever this Queen of Cups is, but this is also the past, and you are not the same person that you were, you know, or that you are now that you were then. I hope I said that in a way that makes sense. So something that may help is to realize that even though a situation might be really great in that moment, oftentimes if it's not meant to be, it's not going to work, because the universe sees who you're going to become, and then they have somebody already matched for that person that you will be in the future versus the person that you were in the past, right? This is also an energy of feeling a soulmate connection. So who do you feel most at home with, right? Who do you feel the safest with? Well, with this Empress in the reverse, I feel like it's that divine partner, because what will hurt is if you let this person leave, right? This is kind of like the grown-up love, whereas this is like the kid, you know, crush or the teen fling, right? So I'm seeing here that if you want this, if you want to take an action, like I was seeing, it would have really good results. But what will hurt is if you do nothing, right? Empress in the reverse is like the child that never comes, right? This person that's walking away, they are still holding on, you know, it's just, it looks like they've turned their back. but I'm seeing that they would give you the time if you wanted to talk, right? Now, 10 of Pentacles for your advice, and it's coming out in the reverse. So some of you have an attitude of like, you want to be alone, right? Or you tell yourself that you want to be alone. But the thing is that I think deep down, you don't. I think you fear getting into a relationship that looks like whatever you were dealing with last time around. I feel like this person here, this is going to be an opportunity that you may kick yourself for missing out on later. And it looks like by the time you realize, like, wow, I could have, really had a good thing with this person, they might be in a relationship with someone else or working on something with someone else. So this is kind of that make it or break it moment, right? Where you need to get very clear about what you want and then act on that. Because this is kind of like that limited time offer, right? This is also talking about you looking at your life alone. Is your life the way you want it to be? Because I feel like, in all honesty, there's two kinds of people in the world. There's people who look for someone that can make them happy. And then there's people who look for someone who doesn't detract from the happiness they've already made for themselves, right? Both of those people can be in a relationship, but both of those relationships are going to look very, very different. So if you've been in a relationship with a karmic partner who very much looks for someone to make them happy, the dynamic of that relationship is going to look 100% different than being with someone who knows how to make themselves happy and is willing to walk away from situations that are not in alignment with them. Now, I'm going to pull you a romance oracle card. I will take this over to the extended reading. I'm going to take a look at the twin that came through. The karmic partner looks like they're on their way out because you are having a revelation this month, even if you're not talking to anyone about it, about kind of what are you holding on to, right? What's keeping you stuck? So let's see. What do we got? Past life relationship. You've known each other before. So, it could very well be that initially you felt a very strong bond to this karmic energy because there was unresolved lessons that needed to be learned, right? You also got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So I feel like you're being guided to go with your heart, right? Where do you feel the best? Because it seems like there's a connection to both people. But once you learn the lesson that this Queen of Cups in the reverse is here to teach you, you may not feel the same about that person, or you might not feel the same when you're with that person. And the difficulty is that it's like you're trying to breathe life back into something that's no longer serving you, right? All right, Capricorn, in the extended reading, I'm going to pull a card for your person so that we can get an idea what they're doing, because I feel like there's not a whole lot of communication at this time. We're going to see what they want, what they don't want, how they feel about you, and how they think you feel about them. We're going to take a look at a couple of other things as far as like what they're doing in life, what they'll do in regards to this, how that will affect you, and advice. So it's about 10 cards. If you need the extended, the link is in the description box below. And then I always put a preview to the video at the end of this video so that you can take a look at it and see if that's something that you would be interested in. All right, Capricorn, thank you so much for allowing me to read for all of you, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye. So Capricorn, some really interesting energy for your person. You got the child oracle in your public reading for your person. And as I'm looking this over, I'm seeing that they're doing a lot of inner healing at this time. So if your person is quiet, if they're not really talking to you, it's because they're starting to look at other areas of their life that may need work. This could be about their beliefs around commitment, finances, relationships, love. This person seems as though they have some pretty bad memories, and that could be from family or relationships. And so they're trying really hard to work on healing that part of themselves. Your person could be doing inner child work. I feel like intuitively with this twin flame at the bottom of the deck and loneliness, your person does really miss you. But the thing is that they realize that you're holding on to the past. And so this person, I feel like, is a little more awake to what this connection is. And they understand that if you're going to release your past, they have to work on releasing their own.